That was so fucking weird. I don't know why my OB is disconnected, but okay, we're back. I'm so sorry. My nose is stuffy. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm so sorry, but we're back. We're back. We're backing back. Refresh. Okay, let's do it. Let's keep going.
Whew, so much to get done now. Talk to you later.
Oh wow, she's just leaving like that? What the heck?
Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
If, just for example, Fontaine were to be flooded tomorrow, what would you do today?
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it often, but I've never once thought that the day could be tomorrow. If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. That means I have a duty to be reporting from the scene.
Oh my
and
God.
secondly, I wouldn't forsake my homeland that easily.
Oh my God.
From what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst come to pass. In truth, it might be better just to behave like normal rather than worry over such an end.
True.
So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours.
Wow.
I know what you're thinking. That sounds a bit sad, but
I
I've always believed that it's best to do what you enjoy.
My thing just
think
fucking
about
died,
it.
but
If
we're
this
back.
nation really were
Hi,
to be
Blair.
suddenly destroyed
Hi,
tomorrow,
Blaze.
but
Hi,
I still
hello.
successfully finish an exclusive interview with a truly unique person,
The phone app wasn't letting
the
me
story
redeem
I
third.
would wind up writing would
No.
truly be timeless. And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the various nations as soon as possible.
Oh.
I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic, but I do love my job, and I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. I guess you could say that I was born to be a journalist. But anyway, that's my answer. And on that note, I'll get back to my preparations.
Ooh. She's so strong-headed.
That's so nice. All of a sudden, Paimon actually kinda envies her.
Aww.
Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we?
Oh, I see what this is about. We're going around and we're seeing all our friends and we're talking to people. Thank you for the alert, please. And we're getting our head into space. I like this. I like this a lot.
Sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Paimon's been thinking.
Oh, yeah. What you thinking, Paimon?
If it wasn't Fontaine, but all of Tevat that would be destroyed tomorrow, where would we go and what would we do?
No idea.
No,
That's a deep
Paimon
question.
should
I'm not
ask,
gonna lie.
If you could choose, what would you like to do?
If I could choose, well, I hope it doesn't get destroyed tomorrow. It's just like Charlotte said. Suddenly trying to consider what to do is pointless.
We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things. We didn't have to either, with us always being on the road and whatnot.
Until that moment comes, I think I'll keep journeying on.
You mean, still traveling?
Yes, cherishing every single moment that I have to look upon this world.
Wait, isn't that what we've always been doing?
Exactly. The banter goes back and forth between you, the two of you, as time slips by. As night falls, you return to your accommodations and end this busy day. The next few days are just as calm. Charlotte comes to find you and conducts the interview in the Spina de Rusa La safe house at Felouve Sendere. Navia, having finished her business in Poisson, even drops by to take photos with the two of you. All goes well.
Feels like you'll grow mold if you stay here long enough.
Not mold. Oh my god.
But it's still better than the Fortress of Mirapede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salty too.
Salty.
So the two of you are still here. Wonderful.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Isadora.
Oh.
Monsieur Nervillet sent me to look for you two before. I heard that afterward you went to the Fortress of Meropide.
So are you under the impression that we might be wanted criminals?
Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Actually, I'm here to pass along a message from him.
Oh, let's hear it. Did something happen?
Yes, inside the Opera House. The Marechaussee Phantom has declared the incident a small-scale riot.
What?
A riot?
A riot?
Well, that said, I don't personally think it was that serious. Lady Farina was watching a performance at the Opera House.
Okay.
And while she was resting during an intermission, some other audience members suddenly started harassing her,
Ooh.
loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy crisis. And before she could respond, others started to join in.
Oh.
The crowd continued to grow, and protests against the Hydro Archon started to break out.
So people have started to put the blame on Farina. Guess they finally found an outlet for the pressure they've been under due to the prophecy.
I agree. People will naturally rely on gods, as is customary. But the moment people feel threatened, gods are also the first to be blamed.
So what happened after that? Is Farina okay?
Seeing
Holy
that
shit.
the situation was spiraling out of control and that further argument was pointless, she claimed that she'd gotten tired of this and left in a hurry. The Marechaussee Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Farina had gone. Only when things had stabilized did we realize that she had gone missing.
So, you mean she's still missing?
Uh-oh.
That's right. The Marechaussee has dispatched many people to search for her, but we don't have any leads yet.
Okay, so this is the
That said,
actual
I
problem.
don't think there's much to worry about. She is a god, after all. Even if she were to fall into the hands of rioters, what could ordinary people do to her?
All right, I understand the situation.
Good. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to tell you about the situation, but he didn't say anything else.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, this is more than enough to go on. Thanks for keeping us informed.
Yes, thank you, Zadora.
Is that so? Well, all right then. In that case, you two take care. I'll be heading back to the palais now.
Oh.
Well,
Did they
sounds
have
like
an
we should
idea?
hurry over to Poisson then.
Ooh, you sure caught on quickly.
If we know Farina, she won't try to fix things in this situation. Instead, she'll look for a place to wait out the heat.
Oh.
And as we also know, she may be loud and dramatic, but she doesn't have a heart of stone. When Nervalet was talking to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard about Poisson, she couldn't hide her sadness and remorse. It would be hard for her to ignore being accused by the public today. Paimon thinks Farina's probably taken the opportunity to slip away to Poisson and try to relieve the sense of guilt that she's feeling. Huh. Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer, of course, but Paimon can do the analysis to back it up, too.
Okay. I see becoming a detective's done you some good. Looks like the detective novels have had an effect on
In
you.
that case, there's not a moment to lose. Poisson, here we come!
All right, we're on our way to Poisson. Let's hope Farina is there. All right, let's see. Poisson is what, over here? Actually, I truly don't know where Poisson is. Where is Poisson? I know it's like on a little edge. It's like the smallest little thing. Oh, here it is. Poisson. There we go. Hi, Hassan. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. How are you? My dear, favorite
This
song?
place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Farina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible.
Just like that. Oh, good. That's good to hear. I hope you're doing well today. Uh-oh.
That's Farina, right over there.
Ooh.
She really is here all on her own.
Stay quiet. Yes, we gotta see what she's thinking.
Should I just give up? This is all meaningless. What was meant to happen did happen after all. Everyone's dead. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Give up, Farina. There's no point in holding out. I'm sorry. But what can I
even do other than to repeat meaningless apologies over and over. Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina. It's just us.
So it is you,
Uh-oh,
blonde
there she goes
traveler
putting
from
on her
another
face
land.
again.
Why, I almost thought you were someone from that mob of my ignorant subjects, come to kneel and beg for my forgiveness.
Farina, you were crying just now, weren't you? The tear stains on your face are obvious.
Aww.
What do you mean, tear stains? Oh, I remember. The show at the Opera House earlier this morning was so moving. I'm still trying to process it.
Why is she trying to put on a face? We already saw
Who did
her.
that uncivilized rabble think they were? Disturbing my enjoyment of the arts. They even dare to tout their archon. I must teach them a lesson.
Why is she doing this?
I can just imagine their
I
twisted
cannot
and
understand her
frustrated faces
thinking.
once they realize that I'm nowhere to be found. Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Marsh Jose Phantom are freaking out right next to them too.
Readers. Da 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 da. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm a Yumi. Welcome to my Clock Kingdom, where the sky is not the limit. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Hi, Justa46. Hi, Dareen. Hi, Mazamiander. Hi, Sleepy Suzuko. Hi, RJ86A. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. Oh, your name's Sleepy Suzuko. That's so cute. Your sushi has been delivered. Yay! Thank you so much. We are currently playing Fontaine's Story. We're currently playing the Fontaine Story, okay? Oh shoot, ad break ends. Oh no, there's an ad break. Oh god. I'm so sorry you guys got hit by an ad. Wait until the ad is over. Oh my god, Sleepy Sushi Belt combo is so cute. That is so cute. Are you friend? Hi. Oh my god, welcome in, Iron Lad. Welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. How are you? We are playing oh wait, I'm gonna wait till the ad's over. It's like 40 seconds. Oh my god. I'm like literally sitting here confused because I don't understand why Farina is acting the way that she is. And I'm so sad about it. Like, it's truly frustrating. Oh my god, just woke up at 1 p.m. still feeling sleepy. That's me on a constant basis. Every time I wake up and then I go to work, I'm like, I could sleep somewhere. Oh my god, Farina just got a Farina, unfortunately. But yeah, oh my goodness. Is the ad over? We are currently playing the Fontaine storyline, and we are at the point where we're trying to kind of trap Farina or something, and I guess something happened, so we're seeing her after a small bit of a riot where people were like, you're letting all of this happen and you're not doing anything, and she's like, I can't do anything, and she's crying. Yes, I'm doing the Archon quest right now. So wish me good luck. But thank you so much for the raid, and I hope your stream was wonderful, Sleepy. Thank you so much. And thank you for the sushi as well. Okay, let's see what's going on. She was literally just crying, and now all of a sudden she's like, you know, pretending like she's not. It's so weird. Ad freedom! And no problem. I hope your stream was wonderful. Were you also playing Genshin tonight? Dun 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 dun. Oh my god, good luck, FYI. Good ending, by the way. I promise I won't spoil. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, no spoilers! But I appreciate, oh my god. I do hope it is a very good ending. Ooh, I did Final Fantasy 14 and Genshin today. Ooh, that sounds really fun. My wife and best friend Yuri would totally love to hear the fact that you're playing Final Fantasy 14. Are you playing any of the recent updates, or are you playing like, are you how seasoned of a player are you, is my actual question. Stream wasn't long enough though. Sad. Oh, I know how that is. You just want to hang out with your streamer all the time. Seasoned. Okay, so you are freshly seasoned, about to fry inside of the cooking pan. I got you. I know nothing. I still got my little green leaf on my character, even though I've had an account for about like 3 years now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But I'm so glad to hear that you had fun. Thank you for stopping in. It really, really made my day. You're so sweet. She's stinky though? Wait, she's stinky? It's okay. It's okay, Sleepy. It's okay. Listen, you don't need to shower, okay? You don't need to shower. If you don't shower, it's okay. I vibe with it. I'm just... No, they lie. Of course they do. Yeah, they always lie. Oh my god, my chat says I'm stinky too. Never believe the chat. Well, thank you guys for stopping. If you got a raid and run, I do not blame you. I totally know how it is after stream. So you can chill, you can vibe, you can lurk, you can go to bed, you can go eat. Make sure you get your eaties, make sure you get your sleepies, and make sure you're gonna get all the happiness you deserve. Sounded like you were gonna hit us with the "it's fine, I don't shower either." I was thinking about it. I really was thinking about I was truly thinking about it. Thank you, of course. I was literally thinking about doing it, but I was like, nah, I actually showered today. Today's the one day I decided to shower. I mean, I shower every day. Okay, I'm gonna continue with the story. Stop trying to act tough, Rena.
Of course not.
Hey, there she is. The Hydro Archon's over there.
Oh. How did
Quick,
they find
after
her? What the fuck? How did they find her all the way over here?
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
Well, it's time to run.
They are... They're just some rabid fans who want to cut the line because they haven't been
What
able to meet me in
line?
person, aren't they?
What line?
That's against the rules. I can't let them get their way.
And basically, she's saying she's gonna run away. Oh my god.
Farina just ran off.
I'm actually terrified. My heart is aching because I don't understand why she's acting this way. I do not understand why she's acting this way. Oh my god, did we lose them? Oh my god, it's literally... Somebody said it was about to be a cat and mouse chase, and I was wondering what they were talking about. This is exactly what they're talking about. Oh. This is literally a cat and mouse chase scene.
This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot over here. Quick, come to Paimon before the rest of them catch up to you.
Yeah, go over there, go over there.
What is this place?
We've been literally running around this random area.
Fine. I suppose haste is warranted. Lead the way.
Ooh. Okay. Hi, Hottie. Livy! Hello, sweet Pete. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. How are you? Whoa, what is this place?
Paimon's exhausted.
Let's go! Congratulations, Cool G!
I'm so tired.
Mm.
I totally thought they had caught me. No, I mean, I merely gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they displayed.
Yikes. Holy double personality. This place is not what I call soundproof. You might want to lower your voice to stay hidden.
You're right.
Yep, that's a good
Amelia
girl.
starts whispering. That's a good girl is crazy.
What's happening? The ground's shaking. Is it an earthquake?
Another disaster just struck, I suspect.
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
Mmm.
It can't be. It's happening again.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that. Neverlette's made some emergency plans, so the evacuation should go a lot smoother this time.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I hope you're right. But the people of Poisson...
Oh, you're at a really good
We've
moment?
already-
Holy hell, let's see what's going on. As Farina finally reached her limit, now that she's talking about her actual feelings, she's starting to look far less stiff. Okay, so what? So what about it? You begin to talk amongst yourselves as Farina slowly calms down.
It's true. I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years.
Mm.
I once had informants all over Tevat, searching for clues and feeding information back to me.
Oh.
I've tried all kinds of ways, too, to hold back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from advancing. But all my efforts proved to be futile in the end.
Oh.
Really, the truth has been clear to me for a very long time.
Mm.
We cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have its way, and the prophecy shall be fulfilled.
But even then, you still haven't given up, right? Oh my goodness, wanna play Elsword? I'm Masterclass R already. Your Masterclass R already is crazy. I slept in easy too long. Oh. Bye, I gotta go to bed now. Hopefully my back won't be hurting. Good night, Koji. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate you so very much. Good night, good night.
Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase.
Damn.
It would mean finally coming to terms with fate, but also for me to finally be free.
To finally be free. But that would also mean that all hope would disappear.
Indeed. I've thought about giving up so many times, especially after we almost lost Poisson. Fate is really unreasonable, isn't it? It has no heart and obeys no rules. The prophecy has only just started to come true, and so many people have already lost their lives. But just now, it all became clear to me. I still don't have the right to come to terms with fate on behalf of everyone else.
Yes.
As long as the final moment hasn't come, it's still not too late.
Yes.
Don't worry. I will keep hope alive for everyone until the very end.
Yes, Farina!
Well, that's enough for now. I got the impulse to play the stricken maiden, but honestly, considering my rank and station,
What the
that
heck?
wasn't a good fit at all. Don't take any of what I just said seriously. How could I possibly let Fontaine fall to the whims of trivial prophecy?
I get it. I get it. W Queen.
I could have sworn you were actually being honest just now.
We're running out of time, but we can't just go back to square one like this. I have to get more information out of her. Farina, you might not have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Share my burden.
Yes.
That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
Right, but even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share with me. I'm what you call a witness.
A witness? Yes.
Speaking
I've
in
heard
her
that you came to Tevat from
case
beyond
terms.
the stars, yes.
Yeah.
In other words, you never belonged here.
Exactly.
And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
Well, we've been getting our hands dirty.
If that's the case...
Yeah. There's no time left. Please, Farina, just spit it out. Please. Please be the moment. It's a cutscene. It's a cutscene. It's a cutscene. It's a cutscene. No. 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 Huh? What? What? What just happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance. Now, without further ado, we may proceed to the trial of our god.
Oh my god.
So, this is what it is. Yes, you deserve praise for the effort you took to raise the dramatic
Holy.
stakes. Do not forget, however, that I am Focalor, the god of justice, the embodiment of justice itself. Does it not strike you as even the least bit absurd to bring the very concept of justice to trial?
May I interpret these words as your refusal to stand trial?
God
In
damn.
that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
Oh my god. Medinova,
You
welcome
would draw your
in.
blade against a god?
What?
I see. It seems like you have made up your mind.
Oh my god.
Paimon can't believe it. She just surrendered.
She surrendered.
What the heck is going on? Did I just see an Archon surrender to a human?
Oh my god.
How utterly humiliating.
Lady Farina, what is the meaning of this?
Shh. It would seem that there has been a misunderstanding. To be clear, the raising of both hands is not always an indication of surrender.
Okay, so then what are you
Looking for
doing?
Excuses again, huh?
Oh my god.
I raised my hands just now to indicate my acceptance of the trial. No duel shall be necessary.
Okay.
I will admit that I've been running away for a long time. I'm sorry, everyone. I was unable to protect the people of Poisson. It is my duty to stand trial for my crimes.
Oh.
You are not the only ones to be disappointed in me. I, too, am exceedingly disappointed in myself. But now, it is time for the Hydro Archon to show you her courage and resolve. I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice.
Woo!
This time, I will protect you.
Who's you?
Applaud and rejoice. One of the most outrageous and fantastical arcs known to the opera epiclese is now unfolding before your eyes. Mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine.
God
The
damn.
trial of the Hydro Archon, Focalor, will now begin!
Wow.
Oh, now we're making history.
History is crazy. Damn, if I would have known we would have gotten this
Feel
cutscene,
like
I would have put my
Farina
music
just
on.
Took over the whole thing. Like, come on! Didn't she just get forced to stand trial for her crimes?
Listen, she's an
Also, even though
actor.
she's still acting super dramatic, she is taking this seriously this time, right?
She is. I'm so
All right,
proud of
then.
her.
Who will be my opponent in this trial?
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
That so.
Oh
Very
my
well.
god.
Then please speak, witness of Tivat, my accuser and fated opponent.
Oh my god. We were so close to getting her to tell us the truth, and it still turned out like this in the end. It's okay though, as long as we can defeat Farina and Kurt, we'll still have a chance to figure everything out. This is so unfortunate. She was about to tell us everything. Oh my god. Well, welcome in, Maddie. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Happy Thursday.
Also, please allow me to ask, as a final question before the trial begins.
Okay.
Just how much work did you do to force me onto this stage?
Uh-oh.
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
A lot of prep. I must have went into
I can go over
it.
the tasks assigned to the Spina di Rosula, since they were rather straightforward and easy.
Navia, the president of the Spina di Rosula.
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my subordinates.
Oh.
They changed into plain clothes and came to the Opera House as regular audience members, waiting for the perfect opportunity to incite insurrection against you.
Oh.
The people's resentment against their Archon has been building as more and more of the prophecy is fulfilled. A spark was all we needed to turn smoldering anger into a flame.
Wow.
Moreover, according to our understanding and analysis of you, When something like that occurred, you would likely flee the scene and head to Poisson by yourself. So, we arranged for a second group to lie in wait there.
So, you mean the ones who scoured the settlement for me were also from the Spina?
And their goal was to force you to step into the giant magic box so you may personally participate in the greatest magic performance in all of Fontanian history.
The teleportation.
That's right. That house was a magic box rather than someone's residence.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used when I first performed at the Opera Epiclese, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and Aranias. Its cargo, of course, was an Archon instead of a human.
Wow.
My thanks, Farina. Without your help, we could never have pulled off such an extraordinary performance.
You're welcome.
Of course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support. The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of labor in Mora to pull this off. We had to select a location, construct the giant magic box, dig a tunnel, and open up a path through the water. It was a lot of work for all of us.
Why did they just travel on land?
So, in other words, the earthquake that we felt within the giant magic box was just a normal tremor from the transportation of the whole house?
Yep.
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Oh, sorry about that. We deceived you back there. Oh, Farina.
Then
They even fooled me.
I can guess Nervilette and Cloran's parts. You gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, and made sure that the champion duelist would be immediately ready for a fight. Also that as soon as I appeared on the stage, the trial may commence without a hitch. Am I right?
Wow.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Clorand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the most outstanding champion duelist in all of Fontaine would accept a duel with an Archon without flinching.
She, in fact, did.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's crazy.
For you, traveler, I suppose your role was to keep me distracted with conversation once you found me in Poisson. You'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived onto the stage.
No, you guessed wrong.
Oh?
My mission was to give you one last chance. We hope that you share your secret with us before the magic box arrived onto the stage.
Is that so? Then I suppose I must have missed my final chance. It's fine. It matters not. What's done is done.
Damn.
The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through to the very end.
God damn, I'm hooked. Yeah, the only thing we could do now is to judge the Hydro Archon. This is so unfortunate. She was literally on the break of telling us what was going to happen. Yeah, still, I can't help but be a little bothered by that conversation earlier. What did Farina want to say to me right before we arrived on the stage?
Madam Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this along.
All right.
This is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for and received permission to share with you during the trial. According to her, it should speed up the proceedings.
Really?
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's here too!
Yeah,
Hi,
I saw her.
Charlotte.
She's sitting right there by Corinne. Oh my goodness.
Oh, let Paimon see. Isn't this the exclusive interview that she did with us before? So she's already finished it, huh?
Oh, wow.
Wait, then that means this document is a perfect timeline of everything that's happened ever since we stepped foot in Fontaine!
Ooh.
So in other words, we can refer to this anthology of evidence every time we want to use something from our journey as evidence for an argument!
Oh my god, that is so amazing. Thank God I don't have to remember anything. It's a super practical gift. I never would have thought of using it this way.
Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
Alright, W refresher, okay.
You defeated the Hydro Archon in the very first duel you took part in at the Opera House. That's one for the history books, all right.
Holy. Okay, so relevant clues. Okay, so we became Liney's attorney.
I didn't think that you'd wind up getting to the bottom of the case I'd been following all this time. I guess you could also see this as a happy coincidence.
Hold on, you know who she sounds like? She sounds like who's the voice actor? ENVA for Genshin. Charlotte. Maya Aoki. No. That's so unfortunate. You know what she sounds like? She sounds like fucking what's her name? Project Melody. Okay, the truth behind it turns out Fontanians can be dissolved by water from the primordial sea. Over the years, Vatcher kidnapped and dissolved many young girls for his experiments to try and find a way to bring back his wife who had been dissolved.
This is the
Child's
first
conviction.
time Monsieur Nervillette had a difference of opinion with the Oratrice. Even the Hydro Archon can't figure it out.
Child's conviction. Though Neuvillette believed Child to be innocent, the Oratrice judged him as guilty in the end, and even Farina didn't know why.
A Fatui Harbinger. She's an extraordinary person. Her instinct must mean something.
During the diplomatic meeting with the knave, she revealed she had already probed Farina on her own, and believes it is possible that not only is Farina not really the Archon, but she is actually afflicted with some sort of curse.
The fortress of Meripede was almost destroyed in a single day. That I didn't witness that scene personally will always be a source of professional regret, I
I hope you're
think.
having a wonderful night. Welcome, welcome.
The fortress of Meripede was almost
Thank you so
destroyed
much.
in a single day. That I didn't witness that scene personally will always be a source of professional regret, I think.
That's right. Okay, the intrusion of the primordial sea into the fortress of Meripede. The entrance of the primordial sea is sealed beneath the forbidden zone in the fortress of Meripede, and recently the primordial sea has nearly broken out. It was only temporarily pushed back by Neuvillette's power.
According to Monsieur Neuvillette,
The whale in the
both
dream.
Child and that whale should have been in the primordial sea at that time.
You saw a child floating in the sea in a dream, as well as an indescribable massive whale.
I nearly lost my awesome friend Navia. To be honest, that still gives me shivers.
While exploring the ruin near Poisson, it began to collapse, and Navia fell into the water containing primordial seawater. Only the protection of the dead members of the Spina di Rusula prevented her from dissolving. Tea
The
time
words
with
of someone
Anne.
as extraordinary as a witch can probably only be truly understood when something surreal happens to you.
Anne communicated with you by connecting your consciousnesses. She believes the prophecy will certainly happen, but that you needn't give up all hope. All right, I think we caught up to everything that has happened. Wow, I can't believe we're strolling.
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
God damn.
Oh, come on, Nervillette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese.
Oh.
Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant and the lead actress of this performance, I still haven't even been informed of my supposed guilt in all of this.
Yes.
Of course, it is only natural for humans to struggle to understand the actions of a god. However, you will need more than that to convict me of a crime.
That's true, but my charge here is unrelated to your conduct as an Archon. Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been the Archon in the first place.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Hey.
Oh my God.
We're going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking her duty, but did I hear that right? She's not our Archon at all?
Oh.
Charge accepted.
My God.
Lady Farina, do you plead guilty to the charge?
Oh. My God.
Lady Farina.
I plead not guilty. can I be guilty? There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
Yeah. Even though Lady Farina can be rather eccentric, isn't it going too far to doubt her very identity?
Goddamn.
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, Lady Farina can be super irresponsible, but what grounds does that prosecutor have to make such a huge claim?
Okay, so how are we gonna back this
I
up?
have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born. There would be no fooling their memory.
True.
See? Even the Oratrice has decided to show me its favor. Are you sure you want to commit to a charge that will never be upheld?
Goddamn.
If you wish to drop the case, I can promise you as the god of justice that you will not have to face trial for making a false accusation. We will treat everything that's happened as a dramatic spectacle and move on with our lives. What do you say to that?
Uh-oh.
An argument with near impossible odds, huh? We have to not only refute Farina's claims,
Right?
but also overturn the long-held beliefs of the people.
The people only see you as their Archon because that's their long-held belief.
Well, I tried to give you the chance to surrender. If you must persist, then let me ask. If you believe I'm not the Archon, then what manner of being do you think I am? And if I was not the Archon, then how did I manage to live for over 500 years?
I've got to think carefully. What do we know to be special about Farina exactly? Okay. So, why can Farina live for so long despite being human? Though Neuvillette believed Child to be innocent, the Oratrice judged him as guilty in the end, and even Farina didn't know why. Child's conviction. Okay, so either is going to be... I'm choosing this one.
First of all, you may be a member of another long-lived race, which would allow you to naturally possess an extended lifespan. And second of all, even if that wasn't the case, there could be other ways to extend your life.
Such as a curse.
Who gave you that idea? Was it the knave?
Damn.
You'd sink so low as to use a harbinger's words against me.
It doesn't matter who gave us the information. What matters is the veracity of the claim.
Curse. I once thought it possible that the aura of an Archon might naturally resemble a type of curse. But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
Wow.
Neuvillette sensed it too, huh?
So Farina, instead of an Archon, could you just be a cursed human?
Lady Farina is actually a human?
Oh my god.
Well, it is true that it's extremely difficult to tell humans and gods apart just by looking at them. It's not impossible.
True. Ooh, the skilled tit.
Well, don't start celebrating too early now. Even if I have been carrying a curse like you said,
right?
How does that prove that I am merely a human being? Besides, everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority. Gods can do what humans cannot. That's why they're worshipped as gods. For centuries, manifestations of my authority have served the nation of Fontaine. One need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very opera house. Or consider the indemnitium that is used in every aspect of life.
Wait, that one child proved the opposite. Farina actually has no control over the Oratrice at all. The Oratrice, child's conviction. Child's conviction!
You tried to reference the Oratrice. But weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared Child to be guilty without any proof? Otherwise, you should have come up with a good explanation for that by now.
Didn't I make myself clear at the time? The decisions of the gods are naturally difficult for humans to comprehend. There is no need to provide an explanation.
Okay.
Lady Farina, I believe a reminder of your current circumstances is in order. While the court is in session, the principles of justice and the law must come before all else. While you are an Archon, you are also first and foremost the defendant in this trial. You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution's charges if you continue to withhold vital information against the rules of the court.
Ooh.
I never thought you'd use that kind of rhetoric against me.
That was no trick of rhetoric, Lady Farina. I've merely reiterated the rules of the court. Rules that all should respect and follow.
So, you neither knew why Child was declared guilty, nor did you understand the structure and operations of the Oratrice. Instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority you mentioned have been made by the real Hydro Archon, haven't they?
Ooh.
The real Hydro Archon. Well, now you're really losing me. It is true that I did not know why the Oratrice gave out a guilty verdict that day. But the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally, and it has been operating independently ever since it was first created. You can't argue that just because a divine creation is flawed, that the god behind it must also be no god at all.
Okay, that's fair.
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses. Seems like she's confident that we won't be able to produce proof that she has no power over the Oratrice.
Sure, we can put the Oratrice aside for now, but then Miss Farina, could you give us a brief demonstration of your power as an Archon?
My power as an Archon? There are many ordinary citizens in the audience. How can I just carelessly demonstrate the formidable power of an Archon?
If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection to the audience.
You don't need to go that far.
A brief demonstration of your power over a Hydro should be quite harmless. Surely an Archon can at least match the capacities of a human with a vision. Goddamn!
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or is it
God
that you can't
damn.
even wield the power of Hydro, much less the authority of a god?
God damn!
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons derive their power from the faith of the people, and I've converted the people's faith in justice into Indemnitium.
Oh.
Thus did I give up all of my divine power to provide everyone with energy for their daily lives. Have you ever seen a more magnanimous god?
That's your power?
Isn't that a huge stretch?
Yeah, no matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their power? Can a god with no power even still be called a god?
Seems like nobody's buying Farina's excuse.
God damn. Damn, this is deep.
Hey, come now, everyone. Please don't stare at me as if I was a liar. I'm still the same Farina you knew, right? The one that you loved. Shouldn't you want to believe in me?
I want to believe in you, but there are lives.
You've got to believe me.
If what the prosecutor said is true, she really has committed a grave offense.
Did she deceive all of us? And all of our parents and grandparents too? And then all of our ancestors? Ever since they were born?
What?
Enough. That's enough. Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is? If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such, then what grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal?
Wow.
Wow. She came up with yet another argument. How can we refute her now? Seems like she really doesn't want to give up.
Okay, another Archon? If we can't prove that she isn't the Archon, we can try to prove that she is just a human. And if she's only human, Navia falling into the seawater. Put seawater on her. Wait, this is madness.
Right. Paimon doesn't clue can be used as compelling evidence to build our case.
Oh, okay. Okay, not that. So it's not Navia falling into the seawater. Irrelevant. Already eliminated. Okay, the intrusion of the primordial sea into the fortress. This. Okay, it has to be this. When the... No?
That doesn't sound right.
Okay, it's not that. Okay. Irrelevant. Already eliminated. Irrelevant. It has to be this, right?
It has been established that all Fontanians can dissolve in water from the primordial sea. And that means...
Oh my goodness.
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right here and now to eliminate all suspicions of you being the latter.
Oh
Miss
my
Navi,
god.
please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution before addressing the court. Though you act in partnership with the prosecutor, you must still adhere to proper procedure.
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. I swear this really will be the last time that I'll speak out of turn. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. As everyone knows, a massive flood struck the area not long ago, taking many lives, including those of some of my closest friends. So, Miss Farina, would you dare to touch some of this seawater?
Oh!
If we are to believe that you are indeed the real Hydro Archon, touching this seawater would have no effect on you. All it should do is strengthen your case.
Oh!
But if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse.
My god.
Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson, nobody wants to see any more people dissolve. I do hope you'll act prudently and choose the simpler path of admitting guilt.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many years. I guess her suggestion is valid.
Not that I guess.
If Lady Farina is indeed just a human, she's probably Fontanian like all the rest of us. Would she really dare to try?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Farina.
Lady Farina, this test has been unilaterally proposed by the prosecution. As it falls outside the realm of standard court proceedings, you possess the right to decline participation.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But refusing to participate is basically the same as a confession of guilt.
Oh my god.
She's just staring at the water without saying a single word. It really does seem like she's quite terrified of it. That could only mean...
Oh my god.
What's going on? Is she really planning to... that's not what we thought she would...
Due to the inherent risk of the test, Lady Farina, you may...
Oh my god!
Hey!
She actually...
I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! My hand is still here! I haven't been dissolved!
What?
Will you believe me now? I really am your Archon! I'm nothing like a normal human who would fall apart as soon as they touch this water! Really? Was this not the most obvious thing in the world?
God
Miss
damn.
Siegewin, if you are present, Miss Siegewin, please come forward and attend to the defendant.
Oh my god.
Don't be nervous. It'll just take a few seconds. Let me see. That should be enough.
Please announce the results of your evaluation to the court, Miss Siegewin.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin. These indicate that she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
Wait, what?
Thank you, Miss Siegewin. Lady Farina, you may return to the
Wait,
defendant's
what?
stand.
So wait.
Oh, wait. What did she just say? I didn't get dissolved. Shouldn't that be enough to prove my innocence?
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare a direct sample of the seawater around Poisson. However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. After all, on the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur, we don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea.
Yeah, so out of regard for Farina's life, you secured a low-concentration sample and asked the head nurse to serve as an expert witness.
Oh.
It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't actually used. Farina could have...
I can't believe... you...
But what's really going on here? Farina can't have not known the consequences of touching that water as a human. This is too unlike how she usually acts. Unless it's actually more important for her to keep her facade than to save her own life. But hadn't she given up on everything a long time ago?
Listen to me, everyone. Please don't give me such cold and disdainful looks. What happened just now didn't prove a single thing. Think about it. How can you conclusively prove that an Archon can't also be affected by the primordial seawater?
Whoa, that is true. That is such a hard question because she's saying that, but at the end of the day, this is the facts that we have, Farina. This is the facts that we have. Well, I asked you in 5.5 that Ito and Navia. With my bad luck, I lose Ito to Shure. I'm so sorry, Double Gamer, but thank you for the huggers and thank you for the double huggers. I appreciate you. Welcome in. And I am back. Welcome back, Fish. Thank you for the hydrate. I am deep in the story right now. Frick me, frick you. Frick you. Welcome back, Fish. I am deep in the story. We are at a amazing part of the story. We are putting Farina on trial to see whether or not she is actually the Archon. And honestly, this shit is crazy. Like, I'm watching everything unfold, but it's playing like a movie for me. I'm just sitting here like, wow. I'm just like, wow at every scene. It's crazy. Oh my god, same with me for Rememento. That is so nice.
Also, if I was really just a human, why would I dare to just put my hand in that kind of water?
She do be saying a whole bunch of nonsense, I'm not gonna lie. They don't believe her at all. Damn, her excuses are really...
Please, no. Anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your Archon.
Wow. Wow. Farina.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone. The odds are just too stacked against her now.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's any way left for Farina to win.
Wow, unless she tells the truth.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
What? Just say the truth! Just say the truth!
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway her.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Farina!
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina is...
Is what?
Guilty.
Guilty! Guilty!
We shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
Oratrice Mécanique. Oh my god. And it just ends like that? Why didn't she say anything? Yo, this story is madness. And what do they say?
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Farina is...
What?
Well, what's wrong? What's the Oratrice's verdict?
It can't be. Did the Oratrice declare Farina to be innocent?
No. The Oratrice also displays a guilty verdict.
But why?
Isn't that correct then?
Okay, so it says guilty.
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus. The Hydro Archon, guilty, to be punished via the death sentence.
Oh God!
The death sentence?
That's actually one of the available sentences? I've always thought that it was just a myth.
Oh my
For one and
God!
only time, the death sentence has been handed out at the court. And it's been given to the very person we've worshipped as the god of justice?
The
what an
only
unexpected
time
twist.
Farina's been sentenced to death by the Oratrice? We just wanted to use the trial to show her the seriousness of things so she'd tell us the truth. How did things escalate this quickly?
This outcome is indeed quite strange. According to Fontaine's current definitions of justice, as well as its recommendations for criminal sentences, is this sentence really appropriate for the crimes that have been committed?
No!
Yeah, even Vacher wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice. You know, the real evil mastermind
That's
behind the
true!
serial disappearances case.
What's more strange is instead of Farina, the Oratrice rendered the judgment on the Hydro Archon.
Indeed. Not only is Farina's sentence overly excessive, the very point of our trial today was also to prove that Farina has never been the Hydro Archon in the first place.
What is going
But
on?
now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the Hydro Archon. What does this mean?
What is going on?
Excuse me, if I may interrupt. Is the trial still going?
Ain't no way you came in here. She just
finally made
given
it.
that
I
sentence.
assume this means you've completed your mission?
Mm-hmm. Any mission Father assigns to me will always be top priority.
Interesting. With some help from the other Fatui Firman brings a stone.
Is that the first prophecy slate?
What?
Huh. So the knave privately arranged for Fremenade to try
Oh,
and
I'm
find
back.
the missing
Welcome
slate.
back.
I looked everywhere and finally found it at the bottom of the sea. It took me a long time to get around some dangerous stretches of water.
Interesting. Same, oh my god, the Farina trial is crazy. This part as well. Notice the wording though, IU, the Hydra Archon is guilty. The trial was about Farina being fake and it specifically says the Hydra Archon. Isn't that madness though? So who is the Hydra Archon? Objection! I love that.
But has the trial already concluded? Then doesn't that mean I've come too late? Oh no. Father will be disappointed in me.
Don't worry, the mystery hasn't been resolved yet. It's still not too late for you to shine.
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremenade.
Wow.
Please allow me to review the record left on the slate.
The song and the scene kind of match, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Traveler,
This song,
I
right?
believe that you have already seen the other existing slates, and would like you to come here and confirm their contents.
Oh my god. And did not want to be next to you. I also believe that you all have already seen the other existing slates. I would like you to come in and confirm the other contents. Okay. You got it. You got it. This is the song.
So what do you see? What is it?
Okay, this looks like... Okay. The previous Hydra Archon releasing her divine power, turning the Oceanids into human beings. Wait, what?
I believe I've now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime. It has to do with Fontaine's lost history.
Oh.
Isn't the Hydro Archon just guilty of deceiving her people?
What?
Oh, wait, no, that's Farina. And we've already proven that she's not the Hydro Archon.
What?
So when you say Hydro Archon, do you mean the real Hydro Archon we've been kind of talking about?
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until this point can be traced back to the contents of these stone slates. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make to you.
Okay. An association between the contents of the slates and the events in real life.
Okay, let's try to recall the contents of the other 3 stone slates. Paimon will do her best to help you remember.
Okay, so the second slate was they were praying to some floating island. Okay, select to check the descriptions of the stone slates to extract key information from them. You can find scenarios related to the stone slates contents in the incidences recorded in the interview notebook. There you can verify said content. As the verification process continues, the fountain water level in the menu interface will rise. Okay. When you have finished verifying all the stone slates, the truth behind the prophecy shall be revealed. The real events related to the prophecies on the prophecy slates.
The first stone slate describes what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to show the previous Hydro Archon using her divine power, and then the Oceanids turn into humans.
Oh. Oh.
Does that mean that Fontanians are transformed Oceanids?
Oh.
Paimon wasn't expecting that. But if Oceanids can turn into humans, then perhaps this process can be reversed as well.
Okay. If Oceanids can turn to humans, then humans can turn back into Oceanids. So is that how Fontaine came to be? Holy shit. Thank you for the check-in. Hi, Legend. How are you? You're not going to be live. Believe what's going to happen and what is... Oh, Paimon, damn. Yeah, it's crazy, right? God damn. So let's find out what's going on.
The second stone slate shows Celestia floating in the sky and the Hydro Archon and her people worshipping it together. But the heavens still brought judgment down upon them. This must be the point when the Hydro Archon and the Fontanians were branded with their original sin. Does this mean that the original sin and the Hydro Archon sin are the same thing? The third slate shows the Hydro Archon sinking into the sea surrounded by many people. That reminds Paimon, didn't we also watch that happen to someone else?
Who do we watch that?
Well, the fourth slate is the prophecy the Fontanians have been talking about. People dissolving into the sea, the Hydro Archon crying on her throne, and so on.
Okay.
We didn't believe that such a crazy disaster could happen at first, did we? But after that incident, it was just a question of when and not if.
Hi, Orphan Maker. Welcome in. Yes, we are currently doing the Fontaine Archon quest. So we're trying to unveil... We just put Farina on... We're trying to unveil the story. We just put Farina on trial, right? And she was deemed guilty of not being the Archon. And the sentence that the Oratrice Mécanique Cardinal gave her... gave the Archon was the death sentence. So we're currently trying to figure out what's going on, okay? Cinema, absolute cinema, okay. Okay, the real events related to the prophecies on the prophecy slates. Ad starts in 9 minutes, so we're gonna snooze that ad because we in the juicy details, okay? The next ads, we're gonna snooze, okay? Don't worry, I got you guys. Prophecy slate. Thank you for the headphones. We got some hard detective work to do. The stone slates in the ruins showing the prophecy describing a history of the future. The first piece is that was originally missing has been found by Ferment. It seems to show the former Hydro Archon using divine power to... So what? Using divine power to turn Oceanids... Okay, let's verify this. The truth behind the serial disappearances... So we'll do this one. Verification
we know from the case of the serial disappearances of young women that Fontanians can be dissolved in primordial seawater.
Yes.
And the first stone slate tells us that long ago, the Hydro Archon used her power to turn Oceanids into humans. This might be the reason that Fontanians can dissolve.
Okay. Humans who turned into Oceanids. The fact that Fontanians can dissolve into primordial seawater, becoming Oceanids is proof of their origin. Okay. So let's go to the second one. The stone slate in the ruin showing the prophecy describe a history of the future. This is the second slate. It shows Celestia floating in the sky and the Hydro Archon and her people worshiping it together, but the heavens still brought judgment down upon them. Verify the truth. It turns out Fontanians can be inches of primordial seawater. Okay,
Perhaps
yes.
what is about to take place has all happened before. The true sin of the Hydro Archon that Nervilette mentioned, and the original sin cast down on the people of Fontaine by Celestia, as recorded on the stone slates.
Oh, so what happened to her? She was sentenced to death? The Hydro Archon who was sentenced to death. A sentence never before passed in the Court of Judgment has been handed down to the Hydro Archon. Just what kind of sin merits such a verdict? Okay, that's 2. The prophecy slate. The stone slates in the ruin. Okay, wait. It shows the Hydro Archon sinking into the sea surrounded by many people. That
doesn't sound quite...
Okay, not this one. So the third one.
That doesn't sound...
Okay, we're gonna show... Oh, this one! This one!
It's not as simple as falling into the sea. When Navia fell into the sea, her consciousness was subjected to judgment. The stone slates show the people gathered around the Hydro Archon in the sea. Could that be alluding to the same thing?
That she has to go through the judgment. Oh. Falling into the seawater. While exploring the ruin, Navia fell into the water containing primordial sea. The real events related to the prophecies of the prophecy slate. Oh. Is this? Oh, not that. Okay, so there's this one.
The prophecy from the stone slates found its way into society, but not many people believed it at first.
Don't worry, guys. Guessing the answer seems to be the way.
Primordial seawater, which we know can cause Fontanians to dissolve. It seems increasingly likely that the prophecy may come true. If we hadn't dealt with it in time, things could have gone very badly.
Okay, I think we found everything we need to talk about.
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea, but won't cease to exist. Their essence will flow in the seawater, converge, and take the form of an oceanid.
Oh. Okay, and then what?
The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court, shocking everyone present. Perhaps this means that her sin was actually Fontaine's original sin. Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. She was surrounded by the people of Poisson in a court within her consciousness, and was forced to take part in a trial meant to make her stay. The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meripede was the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass no matter what. The stone slate's contents can all be verified by recent events. If we combine what we know together, loads of truth should come to light.
So what is the truth? Tell me the truth! Dun dun dun! Ahaha. Honestly, I did the same. Click everything until you get the right one. Truly. Bro. So what is the truth?
Huh? Oh, Paimon gets it now. So that's how you can make sense of it. But then it feels like we're going to have to share some truly shocking revelations.
Yeah.
Let's hear them.
Okay. The first slate reveals that Fontanians are not real humans.
Incredible. Linny, did you hear that?
We're not real humans.
What?
All Fontanians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with oceanids as their basis.
Oh.
The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontanians could dissolve in primordial seawater, and how all the girls Vacher dissolved were also turned into oceanids. Oh, and according to Navia, when she was about to get dissolved, She also saw everyone gathered around for a trial. All of them in the shape of Oceanids.
Indeed.
The second slate reveals that the crime of the Hydro Archon was her creation of Fontainians from Oceanids.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the first slate that she probably angered Celestia by creating humans without prior permission. That could also explain why the Oratrice judged the Hydro Archon to be guilty. It's to account for that ancient sin.
Oh.
The Hydro Archon's true sin was creating us?
God damn.
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon's creations have turned around to try to judge the Archon within the Opera Epiclese.
That's crazy.
The twists of history are often the most unexpected of all.
As for the third slate, I'm still convinced that it should come after the fourth slate.
Yeah. Isn't the image here just like when Navia fell into the sea? So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also falling into the sea once the prophecy has been fulfilled in the fourth slate?
And then the fourth slate depicts the fulfillment of the prophecy as is already widely known.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Oh, wow.
Did Paimon get all that right?
Oh, wow.
You've made some keen deductions. I must say, given how much you still don't know, it is impressive that you've already managed to connect so many pieces of the truth.
Truly.
However, while you were able to decode all the information on the slates, they've also been etched with an additional layer of hidden information using a different power source.
What?
When we were at the ruins, I tried to decipher the hidden information recorded in the slates. But since we only had 3 slates at the time, I was unable to come to a full conclusion.
Oh.
Now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make another attempt to decipher the narrative recorded within. If everything goes well, we should finally be informed of the unadulterated truth.
Okay, what is really going on? Please tell me. I'm so curious. Please.
Well, did you get it?
What's going on?
I believe I should share this truth not only with you, but with all the people of Fontaine as well.
Okay.
I will try to briefly summarize it for you.
Okay. Okay. Please mute.
Your hypotheses regarding the origin of Fontainians and the sin of the Hydro Archon were both correct.
Okay.
In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire to become of a similar kind.
I see.
However, even though water as an element is intricately linked with the power of life, the Hydro Archon, as one of the 7, did not possess the authority to create a new form of human life.
Okay.
Not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by appropriating the power of this planet's primordial sea.
Oh.
She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanid's blood vessels, creating humanoid mimics in the process.
What?
But if Fontainians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the primordial sea, the power within their bodies would escape these artificial restraints and return to the sea. As a result, their forms would collapse, and they would be reverted to their original forms as Oceanids.
Wow.
Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race.
Okay.
And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea.
Oh.
That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
So we were all Oceanids before we turned into human beings?
What?
That's way too much information for me. I think I'm just going to pretend that I never heard a single thing.
You know what? That is
the
fair.
truth. We can't let the Hydro Archon be sentenced to death. After all, her only sin was creating us.
This really might be too much information for your regular Fontainian, but it does answer a lot of our questions.
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the third and fourth stone slates was inaccurate. The slates' respective positions are, in fact, correct.
Really? So they are in correct order. What is the third slate supposed to represent
A key
then?
point of the visual on the third slate is how all the individuals depicted in the water are humans rather than Oceanids. They have not been dissolved, which implies that the water depicted in this slate is not water from the primordial sea. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of Trials and Justice. Instead of being the literal element, the water in the scene symbolizes judgment and justice.
Oh,
you may also recall Navia's experience.
God.
When she fell into the sea, her consciousness was surrounded by that of many others who intended to hold a trial to determine her fate. Therefore, the meaning of the
Is
third
what's
slate
happening
is
right now.
that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the court of
It's
justice.
what's happening right now.
Yes, it refers to our present situation.
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying is, even though we decided to put on this trial to avoid fulfilling the prophecy,
we ended up doing the prophecy anyway.
Everything we've done has happened exactly as the prophecy foretold. So now, it seems, we're the ones making sure it comes true.
Oh.
What should we do?
I don't know. It feels like there's no way out of this.
No matter what, the prophecy will be fulfilled. Is this what it feels like to be a prisoner of fate?
Oh my God.
If that's the case,
yes, I do have
the scene
Raiden.
in the fourth slate will also be fulfilled
It's
too?
not being fulfilled soon. It's
Traveler,
happening
I
right
would
now.
like to point out another small fallacy in your deductions.
Oh wait. No, it's
About
not.
the fourth slate. You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater beneath the fortress of Meripede served as the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass, yes?
Yeah.
However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign, that eruption could in fact only be a small warning of something far worse to come. As for the root cause of the catastrophe, I believe you've already encountered it once before.
Wait, I have? Could it be? Wait. The ultimate proof? Just what is the true source of
This
the
eruption is
catastrophe?
just a small warning of the things to come. We must find the root cause of the disaster.
Okay, we gotta find the root cause. Okay, just what is the true source of the catastrophe? I'm sorry, guys. Just what is the true cause? Is it the whale? Is it the
was
whale?
both dream and reality.
It's the whale?
If we're talking about a true culprit, that could only be that thing inside the primordial sea, right?
The whale?
The truth, the original sin, the trial, and the root cause of the disaster.
So wait, does that mean the whale is making so the primordial sea is going to erupt? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! The whale! Oh my God! Who won? How the fuck? A floating sea whale! Wait, is that Charles? Oh my God, he was in the body of the whale. Oh my God. Char! child! No! Oh my god! Oh my god! You guys got
That was way too close! How did that thing just burst into the opera house?
I'm so sorry. You guys got hit with.
Was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys got hit with ads. I'm so. Oh my god. In the. I am so sorry. Summarize Uncle Bros. You missed the most intense scene ever. Okay. So while we were deciphering what was worse to come, we figured it out. A giant warp portal, a gaping hole just opened up in the middle of the courtroom, and an enormous sea whale came out and started attacking everyone. It was madness. And then when we thought that the people of the courtroom who were running away were going to die, yes, it was a gaping hole. When we thought the people of the courtroom were going to die, Child comes out and starts fighting the whale. And he's in that form, you know, that form that we see him in when we fight him in Leeway. He's in that form when he's got like Electro, and then he's fighting the whale, and then Nouvelette shoots a beam at the whale, and then the whale screams, ah! And then the whale falls back into the hole, and then we see Child, and we're staring at Child, and Child's staring at us, and then he falls back into the hole. Holy moly, what the fuck is going on? I'm so sorry ads just suddenly like appeared. I am so sorry. That was so good though. If I could, I would replay the entire scene for you. It's okay. Holy fuck, that was insane. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna replay this line. Oh, I can just read it. That was way too close. How did that thing just burst into the opera house? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dreams? That's right. I'd wager that it's also the one that Child saw when he was young.
So we've met it at last. I understand very well why it has chosen to make an appearance here.
Oh. Wait, why?
That whale does not belong to Tevat. It is a monster that has traversed the stars, weeping all the while.
Oh.
It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. That is the main cause for the rising sea levels.
It's because of the whale.
And once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within the sea, its next step will be...
To what?
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontanians out of Oceanids, she filled their blood vessels with primordial seawater.
Is that why?
Precisely. That whale finds the blood of Fontanians nigh impossible to resist.
Oh my god.
Therefore, when it left the primordial sea, it decided to make its next stop a packed opera house full of food. Food in the form of Fontanians.
Oh my god, he's gonna eat them!
Barely managed to push it back, right? In that case, won't it come back to target the people again once it's managed to recover its strength?
Oh my
That is correct. Indeed, it is more accurate to say that we should thank that Harbinger for buying us some time. Without him, the whale would have likely come onto land far sooner.
That is true.
From the way he looked, he must have been fighting the creature for quite a long time.
Oh, he looked like he's been fighting that whale for days. For a month even. Nevi's voice is trembling.
Knew that he had a special connection with that whale,
Oh
but
my god.
definitely didn't expect it to help us out like this.
Oh my god, this is so stressful. A whale is trying to eat them.
The disaster recorded in the prophecy? All we need to do to stop the prophecy would be to find a way to beat it up,
We just have to kill the whale.
It is too late.
What? What do you mean?
It had already absorbed too much of the primordial sea's energy before we could notice it. At this point, it has become practically integrated with the sea itself.
Oh my god.
Even if the entirety of Tevat were to be destroyed, it could still survive. and swim off towards some other world.
No!
That's not something I will accept.
Stand on
We've
business.
already done everything we can, and we
Thank
even
you for the
found the true
welcome
culprit.
in card.
We've come so far. You can't just tell me that the last hurdle is some impossible foe. That's just not fair.
Indeed. That's not how a
Fanboy
grand
Moby Dick
performance
looking
should
ass
end.
whale trying to
I'll
destroy
fight it to the
Fontaine.
end.
Not
No
a
matter
who
what.
can do anything about it, MI6 cool.
Exactly. We are taking this whale down. I don't care who we gotta get rid of. Ferment, goodbye. Liney, goodbye. Twink, Lynette, goodbye. I just talked about all the Fatui siblings. Holy.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
And thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Carwing. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mayumi Yumi. All right, let's see what's going on. We are dealing with an immense, crazy story right now.
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
Huh? After everything, it still turned out like this. We couldn't fight against fate. Wait, but if this is all about fate...
Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners where the god's gaze does not fall?
Where the god's gaze does not fall. So
ultimately,
where have they not
fate
looked?
shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future. All you need to do is to play your part.
So we gotta play our part. I'm focused. Could it be that even if the prophecy will be fulfilled, there will still be a way to save everyone? Did I miss something? Farina. Wait, I forgot about Farina. What was it that she wanted to say to me at that last moment in the giant box? The giant magic box. What is her real secret? What is she hiding? She needs to tell us now! Oh my god, where is Farina?
What's happening with the Oratrice?
Oh my god.
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
What?
Farina!
It's preparing to kill her?
No, I still need answers.
No way you're saying that you still need answers before she dies. What is that? What is that? My eyes! My eyes! No way, the Oratrice. Who is that? Who is that? What is that? What is happening? Who is this? Farina? Who are you?
You.
Wait. Oh my god, wait, guys. No spoilers! I'm not reading chat. I'm closing chat as we speak.
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
Who is this?
You are not Farina. Who are you?
Who are you?
Ah, the sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success.
What?
But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
Not you know the god.
Focalor. Why did you deceive us?
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving.
Wait, what?
The heavenly principles.
Ooh.
Deceiving the heavenly principles.
Wait,
it's
what?
All because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded.
What?
One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria for the uninitiated. It hardly gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe, now does it?
What
she
is she
knew full well
saying?
that the prophecy would surely come to pass.
Is Farina actually the Hydro Archon?
And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in.
What?
I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum.
Okay, what is it?
I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time.
What?
I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up.
What?
But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human.
Wow.
And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being.
Oh.
The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina.
Wow.
She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished.
Wow.
Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her.
Oh.
All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon, alone, weeping on her throne. In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy. Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness.
Oh.
Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure.
Mm.
It must have been torture for her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it. It's been 500 years.
500 years?
And all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Wow. I'm still a little confused, I'm not gonna lie. I came into contact with Furina's tears. If I remember correctly, tears often contain a being's strongest emotions. I'm still a little confused. Okay, so like, so she was saying a lot. Hold on, is she essentially, is Furina essentially a human being created? Hold on, before I open chat. Oh my god. With sufficiently strong hydrosensitivity, I can form an emotional connection just like I did with the ocean at the Fontaine of Lucian. Wait, could this be Furina's inner world? Furina, what's she doing on stage? Wait a moment, that probably isn't Furina. That's likely a reflection of her inner self. If I can directly speak to that self, I might be able to easily get what I wanted to know. I came here for answers. Either way, this opportunity is not to be missed. Let me try talking to her. Okay, so she is a god, but she's not the god. So that means Focalors was supposed to die, but she never did. Focalors, hi Furina.
Oh, who permitted you to come onto the stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules.
Come on, it's me, Furina.
All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need
Don't look
to state
at me,
your name.
don't look at me.
Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
I don't see an audience here.
Oh,
just let the stage lights go off, please, if only for 1 second. I see. Wow.
I am Focalor. The
That way
eyes
I
of
can become
countless
myself again.
Fontanians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
Wow. Something's off. There's no getting through to her. Even in her heart of hearts, she's still playing the role of the Hydro Archon. What sort of resolve must she have that even her inner self and subconscious would have such an impenetrable defense? I have to find a way. No, bros, I don't understand anything. I don't understand nothing that's going on. Turn off all the spotlights.
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
Not the guard. No way she's sitting on the throne while I'm beating up her guards. Please, for the love of God, Furina, just take off the lights.
Hey there!
Can I go take off that light? Oh, during combat, I got you. During combat. God damn, I want to know what's going on.
Into the shadows.
Ooh.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Loaded.
A human that's been put a curse on. That is so interesting.
Shine down.
Genshin Impact is such an interesting story, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Into the shadows.
Into the shadows. Ow, this hurts. Please stop hurting me. I have so much to live for.
Watch out.
There we go. And then this is the last one. Furina, tell me what's going on. Okay. Alright, I'm looking at chat. That's all the spotlights turned off in Furina's heart. They must have symbolized the eyes of the people on her. Speaking of which, I think I just received some sort of signal. Was that her true voice? A ticket? When did that end up here? What is this? Oh. Either way, it looks like the show is about to begin. In that case, show me how you truly feel, Farina. Scene 1. Before a mirror, Farina. This is Farina's true self. Also, welcome in. Hi, Shadow Man. Oh. Farina. Before a mirror. Wow. I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, I won't. Hold on, I gotta see.
Farina. Farina. Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you? Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you. Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How can this be? Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Mirror me. What do you wish to say?
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think. I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of
What's up,
Fontaine be washed away.
Hi, Shadow. And thank you for the kisses.
Good.
Hi, Legendary.
You know it well.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn
Are
things
there
around.
ads right now? No fucking way.
It is the reason why you met me today.
We just had ads a few seconds ago. I paused. Holy ads. I need to change my ads. I'm gonna probably put ads on to make it better. Like probably 3 or 4 minutes or like an hour. I got the Minecraft movie ad. Is insane. Holy, yo, I'm so confused. Is it okay to read chat? Is chat safe? What am I watching? That's a very good question. We're watching the story of Folklores and Farina play out. Basically, Farina is separated from Folklore, so her twin with no power, and she was cursed 500 years for it. Wait, she was cursed because of it? I thought she put the curse on her so she could stay alive. Farina is essentially half of Folklore's soul, granted human life. Oh. The Folklores that it was talking to Nuvi was the divine half of the soul. Oh, so it is all. Yay, no more ads? Okay. So is that what it is? Because she was saying a lot, but I didn't quite understand. Because it was like, she was like, I created this, but also it wasn't, no, she said I separated this, and so she became human. That's interesting. Okay. That Big Mac looks good, no cap. God, I'm hungry. Oh my God. She was cursed 500 years to play her role. Okay, that's what it was. She was cursed for 500 years to play her role. Okay. Well, welcome in, Legendary. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. And welcome in, guys. Farina was cursed to survive the prophecy. she was cursed? So that's where I'm confused. Did Celestia curse her? Okay, I get it was a curse, but like, was it a curse? But that's because Folklores put it on her, right? Folklores put it on her. Yeah, Folklores cursed her. Folklores cursed her with her mortality so she could deceive the prophecy. Okay. So it is, okay, sorry. You guys are saying it, and it made me think it was someone else who did it, but it was just Folklores did it. Okay. She's like, bam, and then I cursed her. No, because like, what the fuck? How do you just randomly? So I separated my mind and body and my divinity, and I cursed my body to live for 500 years. What? What type of madness am I listening to? But thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you very, very much. Okay, you guys ready? Back into the story. Let's go. So she said, hey, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today.
I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Oh dear.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer? But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt? You truly are the perfect human, my ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. Huh? Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Okay.
Play as a god? That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this. So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends. But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
A trial, huh? How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
So does this mean that they're gonna combine together again? Okay. Scene 2, Ascension Speech. Okay. So she's gonna learn how to speak as a god should. Ooh. Hi, Rosé. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Okay, can I not move any faster than this? Okay, can she climb here? Oh dear God, I'm gonna have to go around. I hate it here. Okay, we made it onto the chair.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people.
Oh.
What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know.
So
perhaps I should first try to act natural.
So okay. So my question is, did she? Thank you for the follow. Hi, Marshmallow Archon. Ain't no way. The Marshmallow Archon gracing us with their presence. Are you gonna grant us forever marshmallows if we pray to you? So here's my question, okay, guys? When Folklores was given the ascension to be the next Hydro Archon god, is that when Farina took to the stage? Not the neighbor, I'm dead. Fuck if I know. Can you even run it? In it? When ignorance is bliss. My sister bought me E33. Oh. I'm dead. But welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Thank you. So we're going to summon the courage. That's my question right now. Did she step up when Folklores was supposed to be declared as the god?
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Farina de Fontaine, your new Archon.
I see. Yup, as the next god, I see. Appear earnest.
In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
Close politely.
Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions,
she's so cute.
Please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison?
No.
I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Wow.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person?
Wow.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-back puppet.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh my god!
Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? Oh, this is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy. Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Farina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act? Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One who can dispel all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play.
Wow.
Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule.
She's so cute.
Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them?
Damn.
Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful. Our future may yet be bright after all.
Wow.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech.
Summon the courage, resolutely with conviction.
My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Turn up the drama.
The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its God. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and applause. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
Holy. Holy. Okay, sorry. Man, I hate society. Truly, I hate society. Falls from Celestia and landing on the Fontaine, me hitting my head. Ouch, my head. Oh my god, are we role-playing? People are just mental in this world. Oh my god, they're so bad. I hate it. I truly hate it. Someone hold me back from the nuclear codes. This is the meaning of society shapes. Society truly shaped her. When you expect Mavuka to be the kind, scary, intimidating, but in reality, you know she's chill in this situation. Chill. This is the situation, bro. Using a mask behind the stage. True. This really feels like the beginning of her end. Like she's going to take that role so much it shall end her. I know. Welcome in, 25 Nozomi. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. How are you? Oh my god, the world is like a performance. Oh, I thought they said Mavuka, but I thought they were talking about Farida. We're the actors of this world. I am the Folklores, the god of Fontaine, the ruler of justice. Wouldn't you dare say that this world ought to have more fun in it? You know, that's how she's acting. It's very funny. Okay, end speech emphatically.
There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve.
It's literally about
All
that.
is
True.
needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the Archon Focalor,
The way she talks about herself
stand
is so
within the
fucking
Opera
funny.
Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
Oh my god. And that's how she learned. Wow. To take her role to the next level. Holy. Opera House Farina. Goddamn. Scene 3, guys. Scene 3. I love you, heart and soul. Yeah, that's how she would say it. Okay, let's see. Oh, now we can run faster. Thank God. Okay. So now we're sitting at a desk. Okay, this is where the hard part comes.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Uh-oh.
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
That's true. I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
The trial she awaits. The trial to be set
Lady
free?
Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm.
She's so cute.
Deoteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
Oh.
You remembered me, and you knew of my family, too.
Wow.
He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you, and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
You're such a gentle and wise god. Thank you once again, on behalf of my son.
Wait, so the son was saved? Okay. So she was talking to someone's son. And then we're gonna go all the way over here. She can't go all the way up to the top because she's short!
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm afraid things still don't look good.
Oh boy.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Damn.
Is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods, after all. Still, their spirit is praiseworthy. The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time. But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved. All right, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Hi, Yuri Yuri. Scene 4. Opera House Farina. Goddamn. Hi, Yuri Yuri, welcome
Lady Farina,
in.
here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
Okay.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Farina, I've waited so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
So is this just her going through all the cycles
Lady
over
Farina,
and over again?
we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute. I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about. I just don't know when these days will end. I feel utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today, too.
Scene 5, Opera House Farina. This ads. Okay, good. Thank you. Sorry, I couldn't pause that part. It was just moving. Oh my god. Scene 1820.
Lady Farina, it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this.
Oh my god. Okay, ads. Thank you. I just finished hanging with the chaps doing the newest content in Final Fantasy 14. Woo! Oh my god, Yuri, that's so cool. There was somebody who rated us earlier who played Final Fantasy 14. I was like, oh my god, you'll be so happy to hear that they played it. They played Final Fantasy 14 and Genshin. Okay. I'm waiting. I am free from the ads now. Okay. So basically what it said, she's been doing this for scene 1820, 1800. There we go. Did I hear Final Fantasy 14? Yes, you did.
I've heard that the first member
She's
of our
been
family
doing...
who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Deoteria, almost 20 generations ago.
Oh.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer, a descendant of a line most ardent.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Farina. My lady?
Wow.
What is it, good citizen?
Are you crying?
Oh.
Really now? I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it. Honored indeed.
Wow.
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer?
Wow.
Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago.
No.
Today I didn't even notice my own tears. I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far? I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries, but there's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
Wow. Farina and who?
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
That's my voice. Is this scene from when we were within that giant magic box? This is great. I didn't think this scene would replay in her inner world. Surely I find out what she wanted to tell me this
Share
time.
my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes. I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you? If that's the case... She's right. I could confide in her, couldn't I?
No.
But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina. You shouldn't be selfish.
No.
But what if it's really all right? Farina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once.
No.
Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt. If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again. Think about it. Long and hard.
And that's the problem. You didn't even get a chance to think about it. By the time she finally decided.
No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
That's not what she said.
Fine.
Is that what happened? Is that what happened? Did we see that scene? I don't recall seeing that scene. Is this just like an amplified version of it in her mind?
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
God damn.
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself.
Wow.
She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth, is it not?
Really?
How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you. Hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
Is she the mechanism?
I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
What?
I beg your pardon?
What?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I mean, Did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the oratories. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be, accumulated to enact this death sentence.
What?
It was all a part of your plan, then? Both the trial and the sentence?
I don't understand nothing!
This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the oratories. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia, and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
I'm confused!
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon.
Oh.
The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
so...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
Ooh!
In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
Ooh!
But...
Just give the power back, is essentially what she's been doing.
What? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign.
What?
And this is the face you make.
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
Oh my god.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice.
She confuses me!
In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence.
Okay.
Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on.
Hello, Phase Yoda.
That should be the justice enthroned over all others.
Holy.
At this point, we, whether it be myself or all
Hold on, I'm gonna
other
read your message after I
Fontainians,
read all of this, Yuri.
I've shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Nervilette, the highest judge in our land. When you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
He's gonna kill the whale!
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too. At last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one for Salor. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
Oh my god.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Oh my god. Thank you, Furina, for all you've done. From this moment on, please live happily as a human, just as I wish we could. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I, Iudex Nervalette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Wow. But what about the whale? Holy. Holy. He turned everyone human.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
What? What? Hold on a second. Hold on. My brain is exploding. Oh my god. May the world judge her sacrifice. Yes, now the sea won't hurt them anymore. No. Holy. So she's dead. Oh my god, this is so sad. This is so sad. She is the god of justice, and true to its title, Nervalette is a dragon that which they stole the god's power from. Ooh, welcome in, Raiders! Welcome, Raiders. Hello. I'm a Yumi. Welcome to my cloud kingdom, where the sky is not the limit. Oh my god, I'm trying not to cry right now. This is my birthday today. Happy birthday, Mage! Oh my goodness, happy birthday. I read my kudo board. It was sweet. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Also, yes. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. What's on your chest? You're flat? What the fuck? Oh my god. Thank you for the headphones, Orphan. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Eh. Oh, wait, that's so sweet. So sweet. That is so sweet. I'm so glad you had a happy birthday. Also, I got AR-16. Let's go! Holy. Wait, hold on. You read the Kudo Bird much earlier than I thought you were going to. Okay, Mage, check again later tomorrow. I'm gonna put my message there. You read it mad early. I was gonna put a message there. I didn't know you were gonna read it today. Or like right now at 3 in the morning. Nuh-uh, yaha. Oh, okay. That's fair. It's my B-day. I know, but usually people read it later on the actual day. Yeah, it just turned May 30th. It just turned May 30th, though. And look. Oh, you work today. Oh, I see. Okay, well, I didn't know that. Oh. Ah, I see. Okay, well, check there later. I was typing a message. I just didn't send it yet. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hello, Solar Flame Sky. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. And welcome to our Cloud Kingdom. I'll read and cry later. Yeah, read and cry later. Yeah. Holy, oh my goodness. We are currently doing, well, thank you for coming in, and I hope your birthday has been going so well as long as it has, you know. Oh, wait, now I feel so bad. If I would have known, I would have had already sent it. Fuck. All right, so did you finish reading my message and understand what happened? Yeah, I'm reading. Oh, let me go back. We were just talking to Mage about his birthday. Nope, no. You had your chance. No. You're gonna read my message, even if it kills you. Okay. So, so he has half his power, and she has the other half. So if she kills herself, she's fighting the wrong that happened, and Neuvillette will get his power back. She just can't give it back because she needs a power so great to destroy the node and herself to release that power. Also, that's why that whole thing was, so her whole plan was to end her life so she could give the power back. And to do that, she needed to accumulate the power over a long period of time. Okay, when you say it in a short sentence, it sounds actually like it makes a lot of sense. But the way they wrote it made it made it seem, I don't know, the way they spelled it out to us made it seem so awkward. But the way you said it actually makes it make sense. it sounds awkward coming out of the story. So that's why I'm sitting here, I'm listening to her. Okay, so you created Furina to live 500 years, and then now you're gonna kill yourself, even though you did all of this to not kill yourself. Oh wait, no, you did all this to kill yourself. That's why I explained it. Thank you so much, because as they were talking, they were saying things, and then they were also contradicting the same things they were just saying. So I'm all over the place. So thank you. I appreciate that. Holy mess. Also, can I get a shout out for Mage, please? Today's his birthday, and it would be really nice if you guys drop him a follow and go check out his stream sometime. He's great. He plays Goose Goose Duck. He's loud, he's chaotic, super funny, and he loves to have a great time, okay? Absolutely the greatest person I've ever met, okay? So please drop him a follow if you can. But yeah, oh my god. So right now we're dealing with the fucking the weight, because it was heavy. They told the story in a very good way, but to the explanation of why everything was being the way it was what confused me. The weight of Furina having to live for such a long time, being someone she's not, and trying to save a race of people she cannot save because she's a human. And her oh my god, like I'm getting shivers as I'm speaking. And then her counterpart, which she was technically separated from, her divinity had planned all along to kill herself. That is insane. That is actually fucking insane. Don't ask what the fuck. It's welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us. And Nix, hello. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Thank you for the check-in. Are you sick? You sound like you have a cold. My throat, I don't know. It sounds like a little scratchy, right? I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was screaming today at work. Maybe it's because I was screaming. Holy. But no, I'm not sick. Not anymore. I love this arc. If there's anything else you don't understand, just ask and I'll explain. I think I understand everything else. I'm so sad that she had to die for this, but how else was she going to give him back the power? You know? I'm so sad because I was actually hoping maybe she could go back into Farina and they could live their lives out as a human being. You know, she would be immortal, but she would, and then how? And if Farina wants to die, how's she gonna not be immortal anymore? Fucking Folklore's cursed her, and now she's dead. What are we gonna do? Why are you screaming at work? Do I want to know? Oh, I take care of kids if they don't listen. So for me to well, screaming is not the right word, but for me to like get them to listen when they're going out of control and rambunctious, I have to raise my voice. So it definitely doesn't help, you know, when I also am a streamer. But yeah, okay, so let's continue the story. Let's see what's happening now. Holy drama. Cinema.
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
Your god just died.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
And you guys are all...
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
He's angry.
Did you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
Oh, no, it can be. He's gonna go smash
the
it.
sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the primordial sea from that creature.
Wow.
We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
You obtained power just now?
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
You mean me?
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine, the beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring narwhal. Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
But my question is, why is the whale? Is the whale the ones from Celeste? Is this Celestia's way of killing Fontaine? Or was this just a random whale that descended onto Tavot and resided in Fontaine over these years?
But how are we going to do that? It's huge.
Listen, brother.
I've already done my
it's a
best
whale.
to separate the power of the primordial sea from the whale. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power.
How am I supposed to attack it? How am I supposed to attack it? Not gonna lie. Am I standing on the primordial sea? How am I supposed to attack it?
Coming at you.
Oh, while it's like flying through.
Sorrow turning into hostility.
Oh dear. How am I supposed to attack it? Oh dear. What a cruel bitch. Oh.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself.
Okay, a chance will present itself as long as we trigger its hostility, okay? You got it.
Hey there! Watch out!
Ain't no way I'm fighting a whale. This is insane. Genshin. Creativity has to have a point where it stops. Oh, okay. I think we want to be even. And what is this? Oh. Visitor. Holy. How are we supposed to kill this?
Hey there! A proper send-up!
Oh my god.
From the Spina with love.
From the Spina
I
with
have
love.
granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment.
Use the
and
power
use
of
my
the...
power to suppress its root from within.
Okay, but how do I do that? What? Use the what?
Hey there! Hey there!
Use the what?
Shine down! Sweet dreams! Cast your
What did
words
it
to the
say?
wind!
Use the power to destroy and interpret the shadow's attacks. I don't know what that means. Oh wait, is that this? No, that's my character's thing. What's the Banuma?
Hey there! Attack!
I'm just gonna keep attacking it and hope it dies. Use the power of the Numa or Orisa to destroy the shadows. But how do I use it? Oh, I've seen this fight. Oh, have you? No way. Is that a Genshin player? Yeah. Ooh. Did I kill it? Wow. He's sucking up the primordial seawater. Wow, so there's technically no more Hydro Archon. What was that? Who is that? Who's that?
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but oh well.
Who is this?
It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime.
What?
Oh, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
You didn't think your disciple and your master's pet? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? I like the music in this boss fight. It is actually pretty major. Hey, Ai, are you using only DPS without any buffers, healers, or shielders? Yep. Yes, and yes. Child's master? Holy skirk, she will get released in the next patch. I'm so hyped for her. Mary, queen, beautiful. Yes, that's me. Moby Dick wishes he could be that fabulous. Destroy the world while also glowing is a power move. Disciple.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Did she just grab the whale, throw it away, and like...
an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right?
Oh.
It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
Wait, this is Child's
I
master?
simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person would take the all-devouring narwhal as a pet?
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks.
It is very gorgeous.
All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
Yeah, no.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation.
It did.
So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
Who?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Sertologi.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfilnir then? Or Gold Rhindaughter?
Gold?
Oh, that one we've heard. Rhindaughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Rhindaughter is Albedo's mom?
So you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either.
Oh.
But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhindaughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Oh, are they talking
Actually,
about Mona's?
never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Oh my god! No, there's little to be surprised about, Paimon. It is natural after all. The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this and accepted it. However...
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Furina will remain, weeping on her throne.
Wow.
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Wow. Wow.
Hey! Help! Over here!
They've all been turned into humans. So he used that. Wow! A 500-year gamble turned all of Fontaine's people into humans. That is fucking insane. And that's the shit. The shit.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue.
Holy cinema! Oh my god, imagine being grabbed by that shit. My neck would be pulled off my head immediately. Hurry! Oh, they're just gonna hold on. That's smart, that's smart. And then they're gonna pull it up slowly.
Hey, lend a hand.
Oh, I see. Wow. Wow. Ferment. No, it's fermentate. No, wait, what is that? Lynette! They can swim in primordial seawater! They can swim! They're no longer made of primordial sea.
The water's receding!
Oh my god. And how is the water receding? What?
It's a
wow.
receding. We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong.
The prophecy was not, in fact, wrong. Your God saved your life. Holy 500-year gamble. Oh my God.
Are you alright?
You are free. You are free. No, that is so sweet. Also, thank you for the follow, Yuri. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. How are you? I'm Ayumi, and welcome to my cloud kingdom. Holy.
The soil renewed. The Spina di Rosula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina di Rosula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it.
Aww.
Skyship Winglet, booner brain of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team.
Oh, did she write this?
Paimon barely recognizes the people in the report. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
They sound so cool. No, someone just followed us and they're named Yuri Minswear or answer. I can't. It's jumble. It's jumble. I'm so sorry. Okay, so to explain the whale, Celestia didn't cause it, but was just one of the factors that made it manifest. Oh, it came due to the cosmic debate, basically. So Celestia getting involved is just one of the many consequences. Oh, the whale is from somewhere beyond. It was already involved before Celestia. The events that were happening drew it to Fontaine. Oh, I see. Well, good night, Ayu. I'm signing off as it crossed 3 a.m. at my location. Bye-bye. Oh, not debate. Got you. Oh my god, it's 3 a.m. here too. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Legendary. I hope we get to see you again soon. Rest well, rest well. Holy mackerel. Okay. They might have been real big shots from the start. We just didn't meet them in that capacity.
Pretty enthralling, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down. The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups.
Thank you for that,
We'll
Pats.
publish
I
further
appreciate
reports and
you.
go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
Truly. The articles do make me curious about how things will play out.
I'm curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
were literally there.
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke.
Not the Duke.
Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Truly, she has.
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress. There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
Okay, let's go. Okay. For a better tomorrow. Wow. Tears among the stars. A drop of water obtained from within. Tears among the stars. I want to go see what that is. Would that be in here? No. Ah, this. Okay. Tears among the stars. A drop of water obtained from within the colossal beast who coveted the primordial sea of life. Oh. A philosopher in the faraway ancient world once posted that where there is life, there is death. Naturally, where there is death, there is life. If not, then the fleeting light cannot resist the eternal darkness, and all withers into nothingness at the end of time. The rules among the stars, damn holy yapping. All right, I'll come back to this. It seems that we're like collecting a bunch of things from all the worlds. Yeah, look. This is Signora's mass after defeating her. Ooh, some kind of fragment recovered after defeating the overlord of the vortex in battle from Li Wei. Yes, look, this is from Mondstadt, from Liyue, from Inazuma, from Sumeru, and then from Fontaine. Holy mackerel. That's insane. And then what's this one? Oh, okay, so we have 5 so far. 5 relics. Okay, I go to bed. Have a great stream. Good night, Mage. I hope you have a wonderful night. Good night, good night. All right, let me go see. I think it is in fact time I go to bed as well. As it is 3 a.m. and I would love to keep going with the story, but we should go to bed. So what I'll do is I'll set some time aside tomorrow and we can play, and then yeah. So hopefully, oh yeah, I need to give my heart, my mind time to settle with everything that we just learned. What the fuck? So essentially, oh, excuse me. So Focalors and Farina are 2 different people. Oh, look, a little thingy thing. Focalors and Farina, 2 different people, and now Focalors is dead because she had to die to give the power back to Nouvellette, to grant everybody in Inazuma who are made from primordial seawater, he granted them life. They're all now living beings of flesh. Like, if I stab her, blood gonna come out. She's not gonna turn into water. She's no longer a mimic of a human. She's a real living being of a human. That is so crazy. Yeah, I'm free from the ads. Thank you for stream, Agu. Thank you so much for hanging with me. Hi, see why I was freaking out about the story but couldn't say anything because you hadn't done it yet? It was killing me. Oh my god. I'm literally sitting here. My brain. I get it, Yuri. I truly get it. But damn. Am I a real boy, Papa? Yes, you are a real boy now. Okay, we're just gonna go, okay? As I truly love you guys so very much. The first message is for our subbies, and the second one is for our followers. I am so sorry. Know that I love you very much, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. I'm so sorry. We've been live for a long time. I technically have been live. Yeah, I'm going to stream tomorrow. I promise I will be live tomorrow. I've been live since 8:30. So let's say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. We did a 7-hour stream, low-key. Because Genshin just does that to you. We played 3 hours of Played Up with the homies, and now we're ending on the cusp of our Fontaine journey, and damn. Oh my god, I'm so sad that she is dead. See you tomorrow, Agu. Mwah. Thank you guys so much. I am going to be doing my dailies and I'm going to be heading to bed, but not before I send you guys off to another lovely person. We are going to... perfect. Okay. We're going to send you guys off to Willy. Willy is currently also playing Genshin, so this is great. Oh my god. I hope you guys have a wonderful time with Willy. Enjoy your Genshin fun, and I will see you tomorrow. Maybe we can play some more Genshin. I truly want to play Zenless Zone Zero tomorrow, but maybe I can do both. Maybe 3 hours of Genshin, 3 hours of Zenless Zone Zero. I definitely need to do some Zenless Zone Zero. So have a fun time with Willy. I love you guys very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, good night, good night. I was not ready to leave Fontaine for Nanoline. I was so sad to leave it. No, truly. I am not prepared. I'm not even thinking of Nanoline. I'm thinking, where's Focalors? We never met her until that point in time. Until the Oratrice exploded and they put their god on trial. And that is when Focalors came out. The Oratrice was folklores all along. So why do you think the Oratrice, why do you think folklores made, why do you think they made Childs guilty? I'm so interested. I am so interested. But anyways, see you guys later. Have fun, okay? Bye-bye. Good night, good night, good night. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.